Hi, welcome to JJ's Productions, and we're in April 2019, and Hitman 2 has been available for approximately 6 months now. With this in mind, it felt the right time to rank the maps of the newest instalment of the Hitman franchise. So without further ado, let's get into the list. And there has to be a bottom, and this time we have Hawke's Bay. Perhaps unlucky to be bottom, New Zealand offers a short but sweet introductory level to the new game, offering a B&E turned sour as Alma Reynard is targeted for elimination. Despite being a small map, it offers options for all types of Hitman players, with veteran speedrunners having quick opportunities to take Reynard out with little fuss, whilst newcomers to the series follow a simple scenario of a couple going to bed and waiting for a chance to strike. As well as this, the safe room shows new players all of the toys the game has to offer, and gives them a small playground to pick one up and try it out without the consequences large maps in the game would create. Despite being under close guard, Reynard offers herself up for simple enough kills with poison via her drinks or the air ducts she is simple enough to eliminate and exit, with the boat proving to be the main issue with this map. Had the developers created multiple exits for this level, such as the car exit that was created for the elusive target, the politician, Hawke's Bay may have proven more popular. As it is, it remains a good starting level, but does not live much longer in the hearts of the fans of the game. Next up is Mumbai, a map that lives up to its name of a sprawling labyrinth, due to the fact that as of the time of recording, I have still not explored the majority of the map. For this reason I have ranked it quite low, as the map itself is stunning. The three key areas are well divided between the tower, the train yard and the slums. However, the places in between don't offer much reasoning for exploration at times. In 6 months I have not felt the need to venture into the sewers, to traverse the rooftops of the slums, or to explore in general due to the challenges on offer not requiring such whimsical ventures. Whilst I believe Mumbai could be a sleeper hit and rise further in my estimations with more gameplay, if I decide to revisit this list in the future, this initial fact will be hard to ignore at that time. What makes this map better than Hawke's Bay, however, is its size, a point which can contradict my first point, I recognise. However, it is important to keep this in mind, that where in Hawke's Bay I eliminate Reynard and move on, with Mumbai I can eliminate one target and still have work to do taking out the final 2 targets. The Kashmirian does offer a solution for those not wishing to traverse the map constantly, allowing him to do your dirty work for you, but for those wanting to get their hands dirty, the targets and their respective playgrounds present themselves as bigger and shinier toys to play with than Reynard in Hawke's Bay on her own ever could. Completing the bottom half of this list is Santa Fortuna, and the list is really getting tricky at this point. Whilst I feel guilty about leaving Mumbai so low, Santa Fortuna is stunning to look at as a map, as well as diverse from a gameplay perspective. Offering a literal fortress to the player, Colombia tests old and new players on their assassination skills, with Andrea Martinez representing the publicly shielded target, whilst Rical Delgado and Jorge Franco sit back in their own respective fortresses, requiring infiltration to complete 47's tasks. Like Mumbai, each target has their own little playground, Franco with the drug lab, Delgado in his mansion, and Martinez in the town of Santa Fortuna. Yet unlike Mumbai, I feel an urge to explore in this map. It is hard to explain exactly why, yet when I try and compare Mumbai and Santa Fortuna, I enjoy the prospect more of sneaking into the Delgado mansion more than finding a way into Rangan Tower. Not in connection with difficulty or complexity of approach to taking out a target, but more just due to the variety of approaches on offer. Whereas with Delgado, you can approach via the Hippo enclosure, Jorge's cocoa fields, or the main entrance. Mumbai, by comparison, offers 2 street level entrances as well as a wall you can jump and an entrance via the barge. I choose the wall every time. Perhaps I need to explore Mumbai more to enjoy it as much as I have enjoyed Santa Fortuna, but right now I cannot wait for Ghost Mode to arrive in Colombia, whereas I'm happy enough to wait for it to be rolled out further into Mumbai. Third on this list is Whittleton Creek, and again this feels cruel to place it so low. Although I have yet to play Hitman Blood Money, it is on my to play list. What references I understand that pay homage to the mission A New Life, they are great, not just in location but in the way it makes Suburbius feel so deadly. Whether it be the party you stumble upon, the vacant murder house, the secret tunnels, the murder basement, two separate things, all crammed into such a small map. Whilst the game lets the map down with repetitive challenges such as Whittleton Creek Electric/Blackout and the unreasonable, reasonable, doable scope combos, Janus and Nolan Cassidy both make good targets, with interesting ways you can eliminate them. While the necessity to find clues makes an interesting side quest, it can be irritating to find them, especially on Master difficulty compared to Professional difficulty, where the clues are practically highlighted throughout the gameplay. The only thing that lowers this map in my rankings is that I want more of it. Perhaps it would have been impractical to design it, but I wish there had been another street in this area of suburbia to explore, more toys to play with in the sandbox. Whilst I'm happy with what we got, a map of this size and with this much fun just leaves you wanting more. So we're now on to the final two. Will it be Miami or will it be the Isle of SGAIL, who claim the top spot? At number 2 we have the Isle of SGAIL. This was a tough call. I do love the Isle of SGAIL. The map offers such great verticality that you can see the highest point on the map as soon as you get to the harbour, which is the penthouse tower, and my first thought was, I want to get up there. The fact it is hard to do it in a suit is both a source of frustration and a challenge, at least to begin with. My criticisms of this map can be summed up with the challenge King of the Castle, which tasks 47 in eliminating the targets by throwing both of them from the aforementioned penthouse tower balcony, which, considering Zoe never makes her way up to the tower, presents a problem. This is just a sample of the issues though, as Zoe and Sophia rarely break from their routines. Whilst Zoe will perform the initiation ceremony and step into the effigy, or attend the wake of Janus, Sophia does not join her. Equally, Sophia will meet Jebediah Block and confer with Constant in his tower, but Zoe will not join in these conversations. The twins do not interact, and equally as important, their story does not have any lasting impact on any level of the map below the effigy. Whilst this map is tall and spacious, the targets remind me of Silvio and Francesca in Sapienza. They're locked away from the rest of the map and rarely venture outside. Zoe is Silvio, roaming around his own private area but not actually going anywhere interesting in such a large map, whilst Sophia is Francesca, locked away like a Sapienza counterpart. She only moves once, and unlike DeSantis, it isn't in a public area. Whilst I have criticisms of this map, I admire its design though, offering areas to explore that it may not have use in a story mission, such as the warehouse and the kitchens, but they will have uses later on in escalations, elusive targets, or featured contracts. I just wish Zoe would have gone upstairs with Sophia. I don't think I could have taken number 1 away from this map had she done so. However, because of that, it does mean that Miami is in the number 1 spot, and who doesn't enjoy a day at the races in this showcase level? The race itself presents a new element to the game, something I wish the developers had experimented with a bit more in-game by creating unique assassination opportunities like Sierra Knox, by making another target similar to how she is in the car. Whilst the quickest way to take her out is to shoot the car, there are also car bombs, sabotage wheels, and ultimately fixing the race, so she has to exit a vehicle in either victory or defeat. Whether on foot or in her car, she is always on the move. Whilst Robert is the opposite, locked up for the most part in his building, although he does venture out occasionally for coconut balls and to discuss the outcome of the race with Sierra. These two targets complement one another well, plus large parts of the map are important to eliminating them. Nothing in the map feels at waste with the two main targets, where only the paddocks offer a sense of restriction as far as eliminating either target. The fact that Ghost Mode was launched on this map suggests it was designed to be explored the most, backed up by the fact that you can start a multiplayer match on top of the Kronstadt building and have to find your way out, or simply begin by the fountain outside and run straight to the first target. Miami brings out the best of the newer Hitman games and is the benchmark for future levels. However, you may disagree. I contemplated for the longest time on these choices, and even now I am asking myself, should I have ranked this map higher than this map, or that map lower than that map? So let me know your thoughts. Can you explain why you like Mumbai more than Santa Fortuna? Why is it the Isle of SGAIL is the best in game, or why Miami for you isn't as good as everyone thinks it is? Leave me your thoughts, and who knows, with the new roadmap out and new locations coming to the game in the near future, Hopefully we'll be revisiting this list sometime in the future. If you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe to JJ's Productions for more videos on Hitman. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. This has been Josh, and until next time, bye for now everyone.